I just got a heads up that something's gone wrong. These shirts are ripping. Rich Harrison just said something's gone wrong.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I don't know how the countdown to this. But...
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All ready as I'll ever be.
I'll let you know when we're good.
Yep.
It's still going. I thought that was the end of the video. It's still going.
Yeah, give me just a little bit because I just got to get back over to my Shred that cheese. Somebody put a comment in. Shred that cheese.
The creative kid ones are awesome.
I know. That stop motion one was.
That was super cool.
Yep.
It's totally different. What's up, YouTube? Heads up, everyone. WNBC.givesmart.com if you want to see the real version of this. This is just a sneak preview. So.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it, dude.
WNBC.givesmart.com. Shoot the Trails event.
If you ride in Bellingham, come on, help us out.
Exactly.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir. I'm going to pop off here and go to my raffle winner page. And then I'm going to pull into this.
We're on.
All right, everybody. Well, there were the Grom videos, 7 of them. Thank you to all the kids who threw that together, mom and dad who helped support it. The stop motion animation was super cool. The how to shred one
that was creative.
It was pretty creative.
Yeah.
I love what Jeff was talking about. Oh, sorry, everybody. And I want to introduce one of our special guests. We'll talk a little bit more about the Grom videos in a second, but this is Jeff Kendall-Weed, everyone. Jeff is actually our neighbor here. Next door.
Yep.
We're poaching your internet right now.
Hey, happy to help.
Because our internet here at Freehub was subpar, and so Jeff was kind enough to say, hey, just pop onto my wireless. So thank you for that.
There's no hair off my back.
It was clutch, trust me, because it was stressful.
Thanks for having. Yeah, this whole event's going awesome though. This is such a good way to utilize live streaming web technology.
As you know, my week
That's
has
such a
not gone...
sentence for 2020, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but this is super cool. I think next year we should definitely do the live stream along with the in-person event.
And I think that's probably not a bad idea. I definitely agree with you. Yeah, it's been a stressful week, as you know, but Jeff came through with that. Ty came through with the production quality, and Freehub gave us this space as far as, getting all the lighting and the backdrop dialed, and it's looking pretty good. So,
and then a bunch of Groms gave some pretty rad videos to the cause.
They did. And that's the cool thing is that, Angie and I were just chatting about the scene, right? You have a daughter, right, who's growing up here and literally lives at the bottom of Bob's.
Yeah, maybe not.
Oh, shoot, sorry. I shouldn't say that.
Don't blow my cover.
Sorry. He doesn't, absolutely, Evelina does not live at the bottom of Bob's. Anyways, it's awesome though, right? Because think about it, you've moved up from California 4 years ago or something.
I remember going for a ride. I think it was our second day in town after having properly moved here.
Right.
And we stumbled across Grasshopper because I'm looking at trail forks trying to figure out, this Pollo Elastico thing, let's go up that.
Right.
And I see these doubles, and I just came from the place where any jump at all is completely illegal. You'd have rangers giving you citations, SMS-enabled cameras in the trees, sending texts with your picture to rangers to meet you at the bottom of the trails and give you a ticket. I came from that kind of shenanigans, and I saw Grasshopper of all trails, and I'm like, this is okay? This isn't secret? Wait, there's building more? Holy cow. So yeah, Galbraith and the WNBC opened my eyes to what's possible with mountain biking.
So shout out to Mike Storm on that. Grasshopper.
Yes, big time. Intrinsic
That's
Flow.
Obviously a passion project for him. It's Intrinsic Flow and all the stuff he does. And he maintained the Civic Dirt Jumps for almost a decade. So big shout out to Mike, who also, by the way, coaches Groms. I forgot to give him a shout out earlier. So thanks to Michael. If you're watching, Michael, good seeing you, bud. And that was a similar experience to Byron Cleary when he moved here, because he came up, helped, I bumped into him on the climb up the wall. He goes, where are you going? I'm like, I'm brushing some trail. He's like, oh, I'm here on vacation. I'll help you brush tomorrow. And he helped me brush twice while he was on vacation with his wife, Jess, and his 2 kids, his 2 boys.
Marco and Mateo.
Yeah. And then I took him the next day, and I took him to the lunch spot on Wednesday, March Northwest does trail days, and he was like, oh my God, if these kids were doing this in Marin County, they would be going to jail.
Yes.
They would be going
100%.
to jail, and they would be kicked off the high school bike team.
Yeah.
Because of it.
Yeah.
And it's just
it would go on their permanent record.
It's a totally different bike culture.
Yeah, big time.
You know, I mean, and I have Jim Sullivan and Mark Peterson and Darren Clark and Bill Hawk and Matt Durand and so many people, Val Thompson, and people who kind of helped forge that culture over the last 34 years. Isn't that cool?
It's super rad. I think it's awesome. I think WMBC is like a template for what advocacy should be in the rest of the country. I think it's kind of like the bleeding edge of how much we've come with advocacy in the United States and kind of the world over, you know, the last 40 years of mountain biking.
Some would say we're pushing the limits a little.
What? No, this is what it should be like.
Yeah, you know.
No, pushing the limits.
It's
no,
okay.
setting the new standard.
It's okay. You know
No,
what? It's
take
cool.
pride in that. It's cool. That's awesome.
It's good. You know, we have a great board. We have a great group of trail builders. I mean, we have great people and volunteers who help out at all our events, and so we're lucky for that. But so you and Jamie moved up here. What was it? 4 years ago?
Oh, my sister moved up here for school for Western.
Right.
She's the only person I know that has 2 master's degrees in the exact same subject. But we came up here Thanksgiving 2015, and we rode our bikes more than we actually hung out at her place.
Yeah.
Which, ironically enough, Hannah Bergman and Amanda live there now.
You're kidding
No.
me. Amanda Bryan.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Anyhow, we rode a ton, and we were like, holy cow, Thanksgiving, we're riding here, this is cool. We weren't really thinking about moving or anything, but then had a kid on the way, and it's like, all right, we don't want to work our tails off in California.
Were you living in Santa Cruz?
No, we'd moved to Marin County at that point, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were looking to make a change, be able to afford a house, but not have like an astronomical mortgage.
Right.
And it's not cheap in Bellingham.
You were never going to be able to buy a house in the Bay Area.
It's a third the cost of the Bay Area up here. So we were like, all right, look at this. Like, no, there's not the same jobs, but look, the pressure of the cost of living is so much lower. Like, let's go for it. You only live once. Try to live someplace that you really want to live.
Right.
So we sent it.
Yeah. And by the way, if you have any questions for Jeff, absolutely give us a shout. And real quick, that's right. Thanks, Charlotte. Voting for Groms is live, everybody. So if you want to vote for your Grom videos, go ahead onto the items tab and vote for those videos. Thanks for Charlotte on the heads up. And so you are a bike industry, veteran.
Yeah.
You worked for
veteran. Wow, I feel old now.
Well, you worked for WTB.
I spent 3 years at WTB managing international sales.
Right.
And I spent 7 years at IBIS.
At IBIS, right?
Yeah, 2 years in the warehouse, and then I got promoted to the sales room and did inside sales for 5 years.
And you still ride for IBIS.
Yeah. It's kind of a cool sponsorship deal where I don't have to ride their bikes all the time. It's half the time. Right. And it's not even like a have to thing. It's like, I have my Ibises that I use, but then I get to also ride some other different bikes. Right. And it's been such a cool experience to ride like other bikes, because I haven't done that for a decade now. So
well, and the thing that I've seen too is a lot of bike people who don't necessarily need to be in the office have moved to Bellingham, right? I think about Andy, Josie's husband, who works for IBIS. I think about
Chris Mandel,
who works for RockShox and SRAM. And I think about Jeff Bowers, who works at Specialized, and even Tony Bauman, who we used to work there as well, made Ride by Tony. And I think a lot of people have kind of thought, well, geez, I don't need to be in the office. I can ride here almost year round. Yeah. And so they've moved up here and they've all contributed in some way as well. So it's really cool that, granted, Chris Mandel lived here a long time as well. He
came back by choice, though.
He did come back by choice, and thank you to SRAM and RockShox for letting Chris move back. He is a great person, and we're glad to have him back. So, and tell us about you raced.
I did, yeah. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest.
It's good to get that out of your memory right there. But you really raced. You were a professional, and so. How did you transition from racer, bike industry person to how would you describe your current job?
Oh man, my current job, it's so funny because the public perception of what I do is so different than what I actually do. I've got a day office job just like everybody else. Just once a week, once every 2 weeks, I get to go ride my bike on the trails and film it. But then I'm editing video Monday through Thursday, Friday, 7-8 hours a day. So my job's, it's hard to describe. I honestly want to tell people I'm a drug dealer because that would just be easier than going through the whole spiel. But yeah, it's super cool.
But you got a big YouTube channel. You're filming us right now.
Yeah, I've got us live on YouTube. What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
If anyone wants to drop us a little comment, I might get a question and be able to reply to it. But you should go to where everyone else is, wmbc.givesmart.com.
Yep.
What's up, guys? Thanks for chatting.
You got some folks. Don't work so hard, guy.
Cool.
That's
cool.
funny, yeah. So me being next door to you, I see you working hard, editing all the time, and working on bikes and all that stuff. And it's not the glitz and glamour that I think probably a lot of people think when you're out traveling and doing the stuff where you do to go ride.
The traveling is super fun and awesome, and really the best part, like kind of like what Brandon said when I did a video with him, is getting to meet the EBs of the world, like getting out to these cool places, like Kamloops is a great example, getting to meet a bunch of the key characters in Kamloops, and sitting down and interviewing them, and like. The quasi-formal setting is one thing, but you learn so much about their roles, what they do, and kind of what they're all about.
Right.
So, and then like when you have a track record of producing videos people actually like to watch or whatever, like it gives you access to more opportunities like that. So it's like kind of this flywheel that starts turning, and I still kind of can't believe it's real.
How did you develop your jib style, right? Because you jib everything, like you manual stuff, you hop over stuff, like you're like. I don't see you riding ever anywhere in a straight line ever. Like you're doing something, you're hopping something. You're doing nose manuals.
That's why I didn't win more races.
All right, fair enough. That makes sense.
No, I rode BMX. I went to the same high school as Ryan Nyquist and rode with his brother Shay a little bit.
Got it.
And that was like BMX is a big thing in the Bay Area because Southern California had all the famous spots.
Right.
And then we were like kind of jealous or whatever, so we had plenty to ride, but we were always like having this little thing going to SoCal versus NorCal. Mm-hmm. And so we had tons of good spots to ride, and it was just BMX. I remember lunch breaks, I would go to the trails, hit the dirt jumps at lunch in high school, and then as soon as school was over, go dig at the trails for an hour or two and get some riding in. So I'm BMX from, since I was a tiny little kid.
That's where you get those skills, right? You get those skills.
It's not so much skills as it is just like the mentality.
Right.
Because like the stuff I do, nothing's really that technically hard per se. It's just like taking the time to like, hold on guys, let's stop our fun ride and let's just try this weird, sketchy, kind of silly, pointless move right here because it would look really cool or it would feel really cool, whatever. So like that whole, it's just a different attitude at the end of the day, more than skills.
The other thing I kind of wanted to ask you about, because I know you well enough that I know you've had some big injuries.
Yeah.
And you just had one where you hit your head pretty hard not that long ago up on Double Black, and you've broken your pelvis. What?
3 times.
3 times you broke your pelvis.
I actually, in my videos, say I'm a former professional rider for multiple reasons. Like, I don't want any of my health insurers or whatever to like, oh, this guy's a professional jumper off of cliffs. Let's see. Oh, Red Bull Rampage. That's what pro mountain bikers do. Oh, let's not work with it. So, like, I don't want to, but also on like a more realistic scale, I don't want to be pressured to do anything absolutely crazy and like next level dangerous. So I'm like saying that I'm not a pro level rider. Right. I just ride my way and hopefully it's engaging. And if it's not, then no one watches my videos and I move on, which, that'll happen one day and I'm ready for it.
You seem to have pretty good engagement and you have a lot of people that are watching your stuff.
Making a fun video is so different than being a good bike rider. Right. They're such, like, they overlap, but they're different skills as well. So it's just been interesting learning kind of like which way to go with which and how to bring them together.
Yep. And obviously your wife Jamie's been super supportive of that, and you guys have a baby and you manage it, and it's hard with a young family. So,
but when kid sees Mama on her bike every single day, she wants to be like Mama, and she loves riding her bike. We were at the pump tracks today.
Well, and Jamie's no slouch either.
No,
let's call
single
it what it
speed
is.
world champion, multi-time national champ, USA Cycling.
Yeah, she's a badass.
She's got a better racing resume than I do.
I believe that.
Yeah, cross country World Cups and everything. I remember back in the day. Yeah, I would go riding with her and her former partner, and then it would just be like us riding, and everyone else would be off the back, and it'd be like, holy cow, this cross-country girl can go downhill pretty fast.
Yeah, totally.
I remember one day she actually rode, like she's following me, I'm like, I want to go fast. I'll try going, I think she can keep up. And I went race pace down one of my favorite trails, and she was hanging on my tail. I'm like, I can't believe this. And she actually hit a tree and broke her hand. And I felt so terrible, but yeah, she's an absolute shredder on the bike.
I know she is. I see her out all the time. So, I want to say thanks for coming by. First of all,
thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on.
Letting us use your internet. And second of all, I know you're racing dirt bikes tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? Over at Hannigan, they're doing a scramble, right?
Yeah, it's an enduro.
It's sprint
enduro.
Oh
I haven't done a sprint enduro since like 2013.
Jeez.
Yeah, an ISDE qualifier down in Gorman. So I'm like, I haven't ridden in weeks. I'm super rusty. Yeah. And my filmer, Logan, is like former A-class GNCC guy. I know he's going to show up. I know he's going to race my class or whatever. I'm racing intermediates, old man intermediates.
Yeah.
I bet he races my class just to beat me.
There's a guy, a friend of ours, it's, for like with the Tree Lions crew, if Adam's there, hey, shout out Adam McCoy. Love you, brother. But Victor Smith, who's always super fast at those events, so I'm not sure if Victor's racing or not. But the other thing is, I have to ask you, we'll end it on this note because you are such a fanboy of Supercross and motocross.
Oh man.
Who's your favorite Supercross racer and why?
Oh man.
Current. You can tell me later on.
Current. You know,
Supercross.
honestly, Justin Hill is currently probably the guy I like to root for the most because he has such good skills. He comes from Oregon, so he's quasi-local to us or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But the way he's kind of underrated right now, like
Yeah.
he had a few like random 450 races, like loaner bike things where he would podium, and it's like, wait, what?
Right.
And then now he's been on teams, hasn't done super great, but everyone knows he has the potential, so everyone's rooting for him, and he's got some challenges. So I like cheering for Justin Hill.
Cool. I'm not to pick a favorite always, but I always love Eli Tomac because
of course,
of Johnny T.
Yeah,
and, you know,
I've never met the Tomacs though. I'd love to meet him one day.
Like, you know, John Tomac. Who doesn't love John Tomac?
But Eli's killing it. He wins so many races.
I know.
He has so many fans.
He's
like,
Team Green. He's Team Green.
He's doing awesome. I feel like Justin needs more fans, so I'm sure.
Yeah. So I want to say thanks for coming by. Thanks for supporting the WBC.
Thanks for having me.
You're always giving us props on your YouTube stuff or everything else you do, and you donated bikes that you sold or money from bikes you sold and stuff. So I want to say thanks for supporting it. I mean, I really do appreciate it.
I couldn't do what I do without you guys doing what you do, and honestly, you guys inspired my whole vision for the Local Loam series. And yeah, I'm absolutely blown away and impressed by what the WMBC has accomplished and what it stands for and the route it's going. I think it paints the way for advocacy in the future.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Couple of announcements, everybody. We're going to drop into a 10-minute intermission. And then we're going to voting for Groms is live and photos. Okay. And then the last thing is we've already shut down I think we shut down about 30 raffle items, and I'll announce those when we come back from intermission. Don't forget the cool experiences, right? We've got a 2-hour pump track session or trail ride with Jill Kittner. We've got Lars and Bar's local tour and also a TBC transition bike tour. We got Paris with a photo session. We got March Northwest a week of. We got Mr. Kendall-Weed. Oh, by the way, we forgot to talk about you.
I know.
Learn to manual or wheelie with Jeff Kendall-Weed, because let's be honest, you are very proficient at wheeling.
Wheelie and manual clinic.
Manuals.
If you can't wheelie at all, we'll try to get you going on some wheelies. If you can wheelie, maybe we'll do some sweet manuals. If you can do sweet manuals, maybe we'll do one-handed manuals, maybe lanuals. I don't know.
I don't even know what a lanual is. That sounds amazing.
That's where you land in a manual.
Oh, lanual.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new term for me.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you for that. Thanks, Jeff, for everything. I appreciate it. And we're going to an intermission, 10 minutes. Grab a beverage, go to the bathroom, grab a snack. We'll be right back. Ah, shit. I already said vote. I said vote.
Best part is you can actually hear it in the background. Vote.
That's awesome.
I said vote. Didn't I say vote? I said vote a couple times. Shut up, Wes.
Vote for your local.
Get this guy out of here.
Vote for your local stop motion expert. That was super cool.
I have a plug for voting for the election.
Yeah. Voting for the election.
Oh, voting for. I don't even want to get into that right now. I'm not saying anything about
You
that.
wanna? All right, let's just mute the mics for safety measure.
Oh yeah.
They're clean, but we'll just make sure, just as a safety
Check.
precaution.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool.
How we
Push
doing,
it
dude?
once.
That was a long talk, but I like it because Jeff's he's good on that stuff.
No, that's great.
Wow.
I think people like it. It keeps.
I might have turned this. Did I just power this thing off?
You might have.
powered
That's
it off.
fine.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's all right. No big deal.
Yeah, that one take a right
There
here,
you go.
Wes.
Now you're muted.
Okay. You gonna stick around for a
How's your
minute?
battery on that? Nice. Barely even. We still got so much going on.
Sweet.
Heck
These
yeah.
things are pretty nifty.
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah. What's
YouTube
up?
Live.
We're still
I got
live.
like 50 comments to scroll through and get back to folks.
Yeah, thanks for commenting, everyone. Big thanks to Jeff for coming up. Such a huge supporter of the WMBC. If you guys ride Bellingham, give it a little shout. Hop on WMBC.givesmore.com. Or come up and shred with us.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah.
So just so everyone understands what we're doing, this is an annual fundraiser for the WMBC. It's a local advocacy group, and it's a I don't know. This Shoot the Trail, so technically this is voting for the best local video.
Video and photos.
Yes, video and photo,
it's a
as
video and
well
photo
as a live auction for experiences
Right.
and product, or is the product a raffle? Product's a raffle.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends what it is. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
And you can access that all through wmbc.givesmart.com.
There's evil Chamois Hagar. There's an evil faction dirt jump frame. There's a transition sentinel frame. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here.
Oh, that thing right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And specialized.
Oh, specialized status. Yeah.
We need to get some Ibis stuff in that pile.
I think we have some Ibis stuff.
Vote
don't
for
we?
Pedro.
We got 2 $100 gift cards.
That'll get. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
So it's 7.
We gotta get this back to Angie. Are you?
Cool.
Do we have an intermission, or do we have photo slides going?
It's intermission with the sponsors.
Sweet.
Cool.
Jeff, thanks, brother. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have done more promo stuff in advance.
No. You're the only one that did any.
I don't know. I feel like I could always do more. I've been so busy with all the editing lately.
You're good.
I'm always thinking, how can I do more?
What's up, HP?
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's happening?
What up, Hannah? How's it going?
Pretty good.
Cool.
How you doing?
Good. Freezing from sitting in here.
Do you want to have HB at the start of the next deal, and then we can?
Ask me what you think.
I think we might as well, since she's here. You don't want to just hang out for lunch, or do you? Do you care?
Whatever.
Okay. Why don't we? We're gonna be at a 10-minute intermission, so you and I come back, and then
Do another plug for the raffle.
and then we'll have HB after the
Show the adult films. And
Adult
then
films.
Interview with me. Wait, are we going to be reading off raffle winners after intermission?
Show everyone behind the scenes here.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Hannah Bergman.
Oh yeah, if you guys don't know Hannah Bergman, she is the future of freeride in the world. Where can people find you? Hannah Bergman on Instagram?
Yeah, that's my Instagram.
Okay.
Yep.
Best spot?
Yep.
Cool. And I heard you just got airbag.
It's coming. I haven't got it yet.
Sick! Can you teach me how to backflip? Can you teach me how to backflip?
Oh yeah.
Teach me how to back up. I'm just gonna
Yes.
break my neck.
It's like really big, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I've had a
Dude.
few experiences landing next to airbags and foam pits.
They're pretty big. Yeah.
This is Josie, everyone say hi.
Josie is our rock star who's basically making this thing happen, basically. Minus Ty and Becky and everyone else.
Everyone, this is Ty back here, Ride Tenet Components, former Diamondback guy.
Yeah.
Got an impressive setup with the Z-Cam. Sweet.
He came equipped. Like he said, what was I planning to do if he didn't do this? I was like,
What was your?
There it is.
backup was like Zoom.
Zoom. FaceTime.
It would have been like FaceTime Live with EB.
It would have been ridiculous.
Yeah, I would have just drank a bunch of whiskey and just been like, all right, I hope you can understand what I'm saying.
Okay, so we come back from intermission. Are we going to give away raffle prizes?
Oh, we can announce a few. Why don't we just announce some for sure? Yeah, I gotta.
We gotta get through. We gotta.
I'm gonna use that.
Are we trying to announce them all tonight?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
We can basically say we'll contact.
I'm gonna do a quick sign off here. So I've got to run and take care of some stuff. It's the evening before a moto race here. So let's take this for the 10 I just came up for the sponsor picks. Sweet. Awesome. Hopefully it's a manual one. Shredded spiking. I don't actually do lessons. I did them for a bit, but I got kind of nervous about the liability of the whole thing, so I kind of stopped. And I've done a few for YouTube, hence the bunny hop one recently. This is like a wheelie manual thing, and it's through the auction. The current bid is $510, which is awesome because all of that goes to WMBC. Cruise through. Any more questions? What up, Deeg? Airport Adam, Zach, Kane, Tyler. Thanks. Zach has Lanuels, the perfect portmanteau. Yep. Board BMXer, we will wash our hands before we eat any finger foods. We have Demon Dave Jeep from Northeast Alberta. That is out there. I'm sure you're getting snow right now. It's like 30 degrees outside. I've got
Somebody asked about parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They haven't
It's
heard
cold here. And
Oh, jeez, all right. Yeah,
Cody,
probably.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Bellingham.
like a subway
Yeah.
last year.
Deeg, Aaron.
Yeah.
Cool. Ah, and Tyler Burns. There was only one EB. Excellent.
Uh-huh.
Cool. What's up, Ben?
What's up, Tyler? How you doing, Tyler? What's up, buddy?
Cool. Well, guys, I got to sign off, so thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you want to see more of this stuff, wmbc.givesmart.com, and thank you all for tuning in.
So far, so smooth.
Peace.
Everything is going smoothly.